Hello and welcome to FinBusiness. Mobile payment is an incredible development in the financial sector. UPI, which is handcrafted by NPCI, has not only boosted the mobile payments in India but also put India at a global level. SBI, being the largest bank of the country, launched few mobile payment applications, but what is unique about it is the specific application called SBI Bheem Pay crossed 10 million plus transactions in one single day. Perhaps this is largest in the world. So it's important for us to understand the success story of Bheem SBI Pay and other mobile applications of SBI. And we have with us Mr. Dhananjay Tambe, DMD and CIO of SBI. Sir, welcome on the show.
Thank you.
I would like to take a lot of learning and perspective from you, specifically on the mobile payment side. When I speak about Bheem SBI Pay app, crossed 10 million plus transactions in one day, and it is almost, ranging at the same level. How could you do it? What is the strategy that you adopted to reach to this level of success?
So, you see, first was that this whole architecture of UPI, which I believe is one of the great innovations which India has developed, right? That architecture itself was an enabling factor.
Right.
Because it's a four-party model, it enables the consumer to use a PSP app of any bank, and then his account could be in any bank.
Right.
Now, this spurred a lot of innovation in the industry, right? Because now there was a competition. I no longer had to, my account could be in bank X, but I could use the PSP app of bank Y, depending upon the features which that app had.
Yes.
Now, this spurred a lot of competition among the banks and among the service providers. And that is the reason, why you find that this model or this service has become so popular. The second thing is that the enrollment process,
Yes,
which was designed, and the login process and authentication process that was designed, that has been kept so simple that it is possible for a common man also to use it without any difficulty. So, the acquisition process is entirely online.
Right.
There is no form to be filled. You just download the application. If you have a debit card, it's a completely self-registration process, and it's a very simple process. So, because of the simplicity of the process, the adoption has been very high.
Right.
Now, what we have done is that our app, of course, there are so many Bheem UPI apps, but what we have tried to do is that in our app, we have not only built in the payment functionality, but we have also added a lot of value added things.
Okay.
So, for example, we have tied up with a company called Tapzo, where we also give you the benefit of going and making purchases online, right. So, using the same app, now you can go and make purchases.
Absolutely.
So, that is what adds value to the app, and that is the reason, why the app has become so popular. The second reason is that we have always ensured that the services at the back end, that is our technology services, right. Those are updated continuously so that they can scale up to meet the increasing performance. So, we have kept that headroom, we have been fine tuning our services continuously. There is a team which works 24/7 to ensure that the moment a bottleneck is identified, it is immediately rectified.
Okay.
Right. So, the time to rectification we have brought down very significantly. As a result, the uptime in the service has been extremely good.
Right.
And that is the reason why you will find that the adoption for our UPI services has been so good.
While implementing any technology, scalability and security are two important pillars. How did you manage that for this particular application?
So, see, on the security, so you have to match two things. One is you have to make the app simple, that is the onboarding process simple, and at the same time you have to ensure that just because of the simplicity of the process, the adversaries don't take advantage of it.
Right.
So, how do you achieve this? So, you achieve it through a multitude of measures. One of the measures, for example, is what we call device binding, right. So, we ensure that you can use the app only on that phone,
Right.
which is on which you are using the SIM, which has been, whose mobile number has been registered with the bank,
Okay.
right. So, that third party misuse of the app is not possible, right. So, that is one of the security measures that we have taken. And then of course, there is a security measure which has been taken by NPCI itself, which is the NPCI common library, on which you have to give your transaction PIN, right. So, which is a common security measure for everyone. So, that is a common factor which is there regardless of which PSP app you are using. But as far as we are concerned, these are some of the security measures that we have taken. Plus the other thing that we do is that we do a monitoring of the transactions, right. So, from what are the patterns of the transactions, from where these transactions get originated, all of that is getting monitored continuously, and that is what enables us to ensure that rogue transactions can be prevented right at the inception stage.
Great. So when you're talking about mobile payments and number of people are actually making transactions on mobile payment applications, what is the big benefit that the SBI has got out of this?
So two things, one is that in today's world you will be able to acquire a customer and later retain him only if you can provide him conveniences, right? Because the basic service of banking, that is keeping a deposit, taking money into it and giving money out of it, is a service which every bank provides, right. So now that is a given.
Yes.
The differentiation comes when in the value added services, right. What are the conveniences that I build for you? It is the customer experience now which makes all the difference. So unless your experience with me is good, you are unlikely A, to first come to me, and B, even if you have come to me for some reason, you are unlikely to stay with me or unlikely to use your account with me. Right. I get benefit from you only if you keep a deposit with me, if you take other services from me, right, such as you take a loan from me or you take my other financial services such as a mutual fund or a credit card or general insurance from me. Now, how do I encourage you to do that? I encourage you to do that only by giving you value added services and making access to those services convenient. So, in the new scheme of things that we have, and especially the new app that we have, which is making waves across the country, the app that we have fondly named as YONO, you only need one, right. In that we are bringing in every conceivable value added service,
right,
so that the journey for a customer, financial journey for a customer, can be made as smooth as possible, as frictionless as possible. So wherever we can add conveniences, wherever we can make life simpler for the customer, wherever we can make purchases simpler for the customer, right, we find that there is always a good traction, and that is the fundamental aim with which we are developing our mobile banking apps, and that is our overall strategy.
So how did you manage the velocity of change in UPI, which is evolving rapidly?
So you see, two things you have to do. A, you have to constantly upgrade your technology.
Absolutely.
Right? You have to anticipate that your volumes are going to grow very significantly, right. To give you an example, in UPI itself, in 1 year, the volumes have trebled.
Yes.
Right. And in the next 1 year, because of UPI 2.0, which will bring in additional services into UPI, the volumes could grow maybe 4 times of what they are now.
Right.
So at the technology level, what should I do now? I must ensure that today itself I am prepared to handle 4x increase in my volumes.
Wow.
See, ultimately, when you say experience, what is experience? When I open an app, how quickly the app renders me, right? How quickly, how easily I am able to navigate through the app.
Absolutely.
That is experience, right? And that will depend upon how good my back-end services are, right? How good the technology platform that I have. So, improving my technology platform is something which I constantly do.
Right.
And that is what enables me to keep myself ahead of the curve. That is one. The second is, do I bring in or make use of newer technologies that are coming into the arena. For example, till yesterday, facial recognition was not a very evolved technology, right?
Yes.
But today you will find that facial recognition is becoming very strong, right? It is now possible to recognize a person with a very, very high degree of accuracy.
Right.
Similarly, biometric on mobile devices, That is another something, you know, which has now become quite evolved. In fact, most of the new phones that are coming,
Right.
smartphones, they are all coming built in with biometric reading devices. I have to keep adopting these new technologies to ensure that whatever conveniences these technologies bring, I give you those conveniences, right, by the use of these technologies.
Absolutely.
So, A, strengthening my technology platform, B, bringing in new technologies, and C, ensuring that I have a team of people who will constantly do research on new technologies.
Right.
So, we have a innovation department, you know, which constantly looks for new technologies, and those technologies, first of course we do a prototyping of it, and then when we find that these technologies are suitable for being adopted, we go in for adopting it. But technology is an evolutionary process, right? What you adopt today becomes obsolete within 1 year. So, you have to keep evolving it, keep improving upon it, and that is what we do.
So when you are actually projecting and expecting that you will see the volume of 4x on specifically mobile applications, what is your strategy for the Bhim SBI Pay app going ahead? What kind of volume do you want to see there, because it's already reached to a 10 million mark?
Yeah. So basically, you see, what will happen is that in case of UPI 2.0, where we are getting newer and newer services. So, for example, just imagine if you have bill payment on UPI, right? Let us say UPI at the back end integrates with BBPS and makes all your billers available on
Absolutely.
UPI, right? Now, suddenly you have a huge new volume coming into UPI because of an entirely new service which has been introduced in this. Of course, there are some PSPs who are already offering this service, but then that is through a different arrangement. But if tomorrow you have a common arrangement of this nature, the volumes could be tremendously large. Just imagine your mobile top-ups. The most common thing that this country pays for is mobile top-up, because most of the mobile connections in this country are prepaid, right? Now, that is a service that you need very frequently.
Absolutely.
If you get that service through Bhim UPI, right? Now, just imagine what is the volume that you are looking at, where for a country which has got more than 1 billion mobile, where 800 million connections are prepaid connections, right?
Yes.
So, all of these things, right, will add to the volumes that you are having in mobile applications, right?
So you have Bhim SBI Pay, where you have seen a substantial a response to that particular application. You have also SBI YONO now, and there are more other applications in the pipeline. What is SBI's strategy going ahead specifically for the mobile payment solutions?
So, see, we started our mobile banking journey more than 10 years ago when we launched a very basic app called SBI Freedom. Right. So, during those days there weren't any smartphones, only feature phones were available. So, we had to actually have a customized version for each of the brands that were available, brands and models that were available in the market. So, we had that basic version called SBI Freedom, from where this mobile banking journey started, and it has now graduated to the level where we can proudly say that over the next some months, almost every banking service, right, including withdrawal of cash. I mean, you can't get cash out of a mobile phone, but the mobile app will enable you to withdraw cash from an ATM.
Yes.
So, you will not need an ATM card also.
Yes.
So, one mobile app will give you every conceivable banking service that you want. So, we have come to that level. So, one app and takes care of every single need that a person can have as far as the financial services or products are concerned.
Great, sir. Thank you so much for sharing those thoughts and insightful information. Thank you so much for talking to FinBusiness.
Thank you very much.
And thank you so much for watching.